authors are successful and some aren't. Sometimes we think, oh, I produced a book, my family, everybody, my friends are going to be so proud of me. But in fact, we have to do a lot in order for people to see our book, to purchase our book, to keep the book alive in the market. And sometimes some people just can't do it. They don't have the personality, they don't have the wherewithal, they don't have the skills or the knowledge to pull it off. So here's some things you can do to help you out. Now, one thing that you can do to really be successful when you publish your book is to market. Some people are not great at that. Marketing and sales, they kind of go hand in hand, right? If I don't market properly, then I'm probably not going to have any sales. So, when you're marketing your book, putting it out in the market so people can see it, you would basically just be putting it on social media, everywhere that you can get eyes on your book, on you and your book. And so you want to be able to, one, volunteer to speak on different platforms. If someone has a Facebook group and they have a significant amount of followers and you belong to that group, and that group is very welcoming to authors, ask and see if you can be a speaker or host a live event where you can talk about your book. Okay. So, also, there's different book clubs online that you can join, and there you can post about your book. Everybody wants to know that that you've written a book so that they can purchase it. So if you're in these different groups, or maybe you belong to an organization of something, that has to do with writing or books, a book club, a physical book club that you go to. So these types of things is what you want to do. You want to market on every platform possible. If you do not know how to do this, get some help. There are plenty of people willing to help you market your book. Make a small little short trailer, like a minute or less, just advertising the book, letting people know that the book is coming, the book is out. Hey, here's the book, buy my book, right? So you'll strategically do it so that people can see your book all the time, every day. And if you're in these groups, in these organizations, your circle, you are presenting them with your book. You have marketing materials. Maybe, like, for example, I always say, mine is a sunflower. So when people see me, sometimes they see me with the sunflower because that is representative of me. I love sunflowers. So somewhere there's going to be a sunflower, a part of what I'm doing. So if that's what you're doing, whatever it is that has to do with your book, maybe you have a t-shirt that has the picture of the book on it, right? If it's a character, maybe you're always wearing that for a month, 6 months, a year, just always wearing it wherever you go. So when people see you, they see that character. Now, if you're trying to get your book out there and you just do not have everything in you to do it, right? You are not successful at this book. You don't have enough charisma. I remember I was at an event and a lady was just too shy. She didn't have all of the words to talk about her product. So she hired someone to basically schmooze over the customers, just kind of engage them, bring them into her vending table. And then, therefore, they would meet her, and then they could look at the product and they could see how welcoming she really actually was. but this one person did all of the talking. They were very charismatic, and it made you want to buy the things, the items, the beautiful pieces that she had. But she just was so shy, she could not really pull it off. And so this additional person helped her. So if you don't have all of that, hey, voo, 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 hey, try another person. Now, when you are trying to sell your book and get it out there in the market, get exposure, and you may not have that much exposure because you're not trying that hard. And so, one way to do that is to think of the more people see me, the more they will be able to purchase my book, the more opportunities they will have to purchase my book. So, there's no such thing as overexposure when you have a product. We all know that over and over and over, we see all these top brands and they are marketing to us all the time. We sign up for their email and then they are emailing us every day. I have been looking for a couch for, I don't know, maybe a month. Every day, I get an email from this furniture company where I signed up to see their furniture. I put in my email, I put in my phone number, so now I'm getting texts and I'm also getting emails, right? So, and I love looking at the furniture. I'm not going to buy it now, but I don't unsubscribe because I know eventually I will purchase the couch. I just haven't done it yet, right? I'm still looking and I'm waiting for the right price. And so, your customer may be waiting for that as well. They may be waiting for your item, your book to go on sale. Whatever your product is, they may be waiting for it to go on sale because they can't purchase it now, or they do want to purchase it, but it's just not the time. Eventually they will do it, like a lot of people say, oh, I have it in my cart. That means I'm going to do it when I can, right? They actually clicked and it's in their cart to purchase. They just can't do it today. So if you just keep exposing yourself, just keep putting yourself out there, if they're signing up for your mailing list, every time you send out your newsletter about your book and your other products or whatever it may be, you're always telling them about the current book, the current product, whatever it is, you are telling them about it every time you send them some type of text message, some type of email. Every time you go online and you make a post, you are putting the link to your product, your book, in there so they have an opportunity to purchase it. If they're not exposed to it, if they're not privy to it, if they cannot see it, they will forget and therefore they will not purchase. So, this is a way to help you. Don't think of, oh my God, I'm just doing too much, because I've felt that way. It's like, oh, am I doing too much? But the more and more that I did, I marketed, I put myself out there in front of the people, the more and more people came and said, hey, I want to buy your book. Hey, I want to go to your event. Hey, did I miss out? I didn't want to miss out, right? Some people do stuff last minute. So don't think that you have too much exposure. You can never have too much. Now, I don't want to say that you're lazy, because you're not. We need to make an effort. Some people just think that, oh, I wrote this great book, and then the people are going to be clamoring to buy my book. No, you do have to make an effort. You have to put in some type of work to pull this off. Even if it's hiring some extra people or enlisting extra people to help you strategize your effort, right? If you don't even, you're clueless about all of that, let's sit down, let's strategize, let's have a strategy. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, next we're going to do this, and next we're going to do this. Oh, this happened, so now we're going to do this, right? So put your effort in to getting some steps in place, getting your strategy in place. And even if it's the effort of asking people to help you, because sometimes we don't know when we're in new waters. It's just like I've been in the kiddie pool all my life, and now I'm in this big ocean with a lot of other people that are in there too. But I need to have a life jacket. I need some support. Now, if you're not making any sales and you're not successful at selling this book or your product, you might want to ask yourself why. Know your why. Know why you even started doing this in the first place. Why did you start writing this book? What it was the reason? Did you want to help someone? Right? And so that's what will really drive you when you're trying to sell your book. If you know your initial why, go back to that. And then that will drive you to make sales, because then that's the space that you can speak from. I started doing this because XYZ, you know. And especially with, like, if this is your own personal story, then yeah, you really want to put that out there and say, this is the reason why. It's going to cause you to really know yourself and come to terms with a lot of things about yourself to get this information out there, but it's going to be so freeing. So know your why and lead with that. We can start something and then we can be passionate about it in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just kind of phases out. We're excited and then it's just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. That can happen with your book. But if you are conscious of it, if you are aware of that, then you're like, okay, no, I'm not going to let my drive or my passion stop for this book, this thing that means a lot to me. Sometimes, yes, it does get like that where you are just like, you know what, I've done so much work, and I've put so much effort, energy, I've put money behind this. I've enlisted all these different people to help me, and I'm getting tired. I want this to be successful, but it just doesn't seem to be going that way. And that just means you need another strategy, right? You've exhausted all of the things that you know how to do. Maybe you listed someone to help you with strategy. And then you are like at a place where it's like, I almost want to give up. But don't give up, because there's always a new way of doing things. And you just need to do some research and find it out. And don't be scared of doing research. Research is basically just looking up stuff. Just going on Google and searching how to sell my book when I've exhausted all the other resources and ideas. And there will be plenty of ideas for you. You can also ask people, hey, can you give me some ideas to help me sell my book? I've done this, I've done that. And sometimes people will just be willing to give you information freely. They want to help you, they want to see you succeed. So if you've lost your passion, go and start Googling, start looking into different ways to actually get your book back in front of people out there so that you can make sales. You are going to be successful with this. It's not that you have to sell a whole bunch of books. You want to sell some books. You want to get your story out there. And it really starts with you being passionate about it. So if you've lost that, you can get it back. You just need to put in a little bit more effort and say, okay, need a new way of doing this thing. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Take care.